very unpopular opinion, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. I've been of the belief that black women should have abandoned black men a long time ago. You hear black women complain about, how they're overeducated, they ain't enough, they don't want us.
Just imagine if white people were saying this.
This video is brought to you by switchaway.com. Switchaway.com. You're busy, I'm busy, we're all busy, distracted, and pulled in many directions every single day, hanging on for dear life in this world. And that's for all of us. Well, at least for the little guys like you and I, we're the 99%. I don't know about the people who are the big trillionaires and these fake politicians, but for the little guys, we're out here trying to do the best that we can. And I want to give you some a little bit of hope. You know, the little guys have been trampled on for many, many years. And I know you're tired of it. I'm tired of it. You've been mad watching it go on, just like I have. But we have solutions to the problems. We don't have to sit around and just be mad. And I found a way that we can band together to make a real dent in the revenue of the elite and bring it back to us. What if a ton of us little guys joined together, voted differently with our dollars, switched everything that we can, every time that we can, out of the corrupt hands from the people that are in the system? Switch Away makes it easy, something every household can do, can take a simple action, switch a bunch of our routine shopping away from the big conglomerates, away from the big box and the big money machines, over to family-owned, made-in-America businesses. Together, we can make a difference. Go to switchaway.com/Tatum. That's switchaway.com/Tatum today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you're still subscribed to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video.
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to make this video. I'm out of town. Obviously, I cannot make videos from my studio, so I got to make videos at the Airbnb in the living room. Hopefully, my son don't come back and make too much noise because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. But I wanted to address this video that I saw floating around the internet of I don't even know who these people are. I'm assuming that they're prominent industry celebrities that are speaking about interracial dating. Now, everybody that know me knows that my wife is white. Does it matter? No, it doesn't whatsoever. No rational person is marrying somebody because of their race. You marry people who you love, who you have things in common with. But I want y'all to hear this clip so you can get the perspective of how this is how black people openly talk about interracial dating, but yet at the same time get mad at white people for being racist. This has to be one of the most racist, prejudiced, embarrassing thing that you could say when it comes to race relations. Roll the clip.
Congratulations, Tamar. Anything that makes you happy, I'm all here for it. But let me tell you something. Some of the most successful black women in entertainment, whether it's television, sports, fashion, music, or film, date white men. And you don't see the backlash. You don't see the backlash with the Halle Berrys, the Kerry Washingtons, the Whoopi Goldbergs, the Lonnie Loves, the Serena and Venus Williams, the Zoe Kravitz, the Garcelle Bouveau, Naomi Campbell, or Eve, or even Paula Patton. All of these super successful black women have abandoned the black male and are now dating or married to the white man. Tell me, Claudia, why there is a double standard. Because when we see a successful black man out here, when we covered the NBA draft and we saw all those young millionaires with their girlfriends and even some of them with their babies, most of them were white females, we didn't have a lot of positive things to say.
Well, since you asked me, I'll answer what I hear from my friends. I think with black women, it typically ends up being more of a necessity than a preference. And I feel like black men, a lot of times they make it very clear that it's a preference. I don't like black girls. I don't. Now, if I hear a black woman saying, I don't like black men and I'm dating white men because of that reason, that's one thing. But you hear a lot of these women when they have, when you ask them, they say they tried and they couldn't get one or no one was hollering at them. We saw that black, beautiful, dark-skinned influencer, the TikToker girl that said her preference is still a black man, but none of them get at her. They don't holler at her. They don't hit on her. So I think it's a little different in that regard. But if you're the type that just disregards your own race because you just straight up don't like them, that's something else. But if it's no one's hollering at you, that's different. I don't know.
And I just want to say dated, because we know Kerry Washington is married to a black man now, but she has dated white men in the past. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Q, what do you think?
To Al's point, if they are dating, congratulations to Tamar. Very unpopular opinion, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. I've been of the belief that black women should have abandoned black men a long time ago. You hear black women complain about, how they're overeducated, they ain't enough, they don't want us, they prefer white women.
Now, why are you bringing this up, Brandon? Because I just wish that people would be genuine about this whole thing. If you ask me, I think that black people are probably more racist than white people are. I could be biased because I grew up around black people and I know how racist black people are. I never grew up around white people, so I don't know the secret conversation they have behind closed doors. But when you talk about openly racist, that black people can argue and have a problem with the fact that black men aren't dating black women, or the guy at the end said that black women should have abandoned black men a long time ago. Or they only date white men out of necessity, and black people date white women out of choice. It's because you are missing the point. And I made a couple videos of why black men date white women over black women. And of course, I used it for clickbait to a certain degree because I wanted to get you stimulated in your thought process. But in actuality, it had nothing to do with race. It had everything to do with culture. And see, this is the question that should be asked. Instead of blaming the white man, you should be asking, what do these young black men want out of life? What kind of behaviors and culture do they want to introduce or interject into their lives and pass upon to their children? Now, if you are a type of person that's gossiping, walk around all day with I don't need no man attitude, a man deserve to do this. If you have that sentiment, white, black, or green, men do not want to marry you. If you are loving, you're stable, you understand what a family structure is, men are gonna wanna marry you. I'll just give you a quick example. You see these young athletes going into the NFL and they going, doing great things, and it seems like they're always picking the young white women. The question is why? The answer is that it's because they're in close proximity to these people. When you are in an environment in college, just say you go to the University of Arizona like I did, or you go to the University of Ohio State University, Michigan. What is the demographic? Your pool of dating is going to be primarily, if you're balanced and you say, hey, I like all the women, the majority of the women there are white. So just by the roll of the dice, you may be exposed to more women who are not your color. And then if you want a woman who wants a family environment, who knows what being a wife looks like, you're gonna fall into the category of people who have two-parent homes. And if you do some statistical research, which demographic of people have two-parent homes? That's how these things happen. I don't know a single man, and there's a few out there, but rarely do you know of a man that says, I just want a woman because she's white. I don't care that she's a lunatic and that she's a bad mother. I just want because she's white. That's less likely than a man saying I want somebody because they're black. As you've seen in the video, people are racially motivated to feel like they have to date a certain person. At the end of the day, you date who you love. Who cares what color they are? That stuff is completely irrelevant. Comment in the comment section. Do you think that what they said in that video makes sense? Put a 1 if you think they're absolutely out of control and it's a racist theology, or put a 2 if you think that they're on to something and that we should only date within our race. I want to hear from you. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think that we should stop going down this path. We live in America. It's over. When you talk about it as racist stuff, it doesn't matter. You love who you love. You be with the person that makes you happy. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out.